welcome to the stage Caitlin Buchan and Hannah Hunt. Who's coming first? I think I said your last name wrong, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
Buchan, yeah.
A lot of people mess it up.
So, it doesn't matter if somebody pronounces the name right or not, as long as they call you, right, as the composer. Now, what's the name of your piece?
Mine is called Cleopatra's Entrance.
Yes, and I think the judges remember it right away from our judging sessions, because what remember are distinctive things. Tell us a little bit more about how you wrote it and why it's called that.
Well, it's called Cleopatra's Entrance because it's got an Egyptian feel to it, and that was totally an accident. I just ended up writing, and it turns out I used some fancy scale thing that my teacher said, and I was like, okay, cool.
Great. Did the fanfare change much in the process of the workshops?
I added a couple more instruments, but other than that, it was mostly fine, except I did think I cut out like a whole entire section.
You did.
I don't really remember what that was.
What was it? No, it's okay. When you discard something, it should be gone from your mind. What was it like writing for instruments you hadn't written for before?
It was a little bit difficult, but because we had so many different composers who played different instruments, one of the coolest things was we were all helping each other write. Like, I know I went to Ronan for trumpet help at one point, which was cool because we all just bounced around the rooms helping each other.
Exactly, that's what Nick was referring to before, forming these networks where, if you don't know something, somebody's in the room is going to know it, and vice versa. You're going to know something that can be of help to somebody else. So, is there anything you want us to know about your fanfare before we hear it?
I have no idea, it just sounds Egyptian.
Okay, all right. Shall we hear the fanfare? Here we go. Well, that does what it says on the box. Okay, welcome Hannah, how are you?
I'm pretty good.
Great, great. Tell us the name of your fanfare.
The name of my fanfare is Lepel.
Right.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Well, it's a French word, isn't it?
It is.
That's right. And because you don't actually speak French, is that correct?
Yeah, no, two of my friends, they have left for France, which was really sad, but we had a joke between us that we just translate into, sentences, just the weirdest sentences, like into French, and I'd like say, oh, je suis un papillon, which means I'm a butterfly, and they'd just be like, what the heck, Hannah? And so, just as a whole joke, I just named the piece Le Appel, which means the call.
Yes.
So, yeah, that whole thing was dedicated to them. I love them so much.
Have they heard it?
I hope.
Oh, you gotta make sure you send it to them.
I will.
Great. Now, what do you play?
Bassoon and all the other woodwinds.
Yeah, this is the thing. During the workshops, it became obvious that Hannah was actually quite a woodwind player. There are woodwind players in your family as well?
Yeah, my sister plays
Yes, that's right.
quite well.
So we kept going to Hannah for advice on what is a trill fingering for the clarinet and things like that. So it was really, really helpful.
Thanks.
What did you learn from the process?
I learned a lot about just in general orchestrating pieces and everything. So the original fanfare I submitted was pretty not dull, but it just didn't have a lot in it. And so with the whole in the workshops and everything, I just really brought it out and put it into all the other instruments and everything, especially for strings and everything. When I put it into strings, it was really cool, and I learned a lot about just orchestrating everything and what French horns and trumpets were capable of and everything. So yeah.
Wow, great. Perfect. Would you like us to know anything about your piece before we hear it?
It's dedicated to my two French friends.
Oh, that's great. Personal touch is always important in music. So let's listen to the fanfare now.